We I
want to give all praises to you.
Bashim, Yahushua, Bashim, Dash.
Never understood the apostles of great millstones. Shalom to the hopeful elect. The four corners pushing this work week in and week out.
You can face straight. You ain't gotta look at the camera. Right. The 2 Timothy 4:2. Preach the word. Be instant in season. And it says, preach the word. Be instant in season, out of season.
That's right. Yeah, so here in the cold, and we're preaching whose words? Yahushua's word. We're out here, and soon, it might snow. We're in the month of December 2020. We're going to be out here January 2021, February 2021, and so forth, until the Lord takes us off the highways and byways.
Right? It says, reprove, rebuke, or with all long suffering.
Yeah, so it don't matter if it's cold out here, it don't matter if it's snowing, raining. We're going to do what we got to do to please the Lord so we can be on the good on the right-hand side when he comes back. We're out here to rebuke, reprove, and exhort. Exhort. So we're out here to edify the hopeful elect and to correct the ways of our people, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that are in filthy wickedness. So once the Lord's using us, Lord willing, we are the elect, but we are prophets to correct the 2/3 out here from their wicked ways, and we're casting out that net to wake up the hopeful elect. We're fishing. It's still fishing season, but soon, the Lord's going to use his prophets down on the highways and byways to hunt.
That's right. That's Jeremiah 16:16. Yeah. So when you said that, it's, Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, they shall fish them.
Lord willing, if everybody that's on the highways and byways on the four corners of the earth pushing this word week in and week out. That's what you said. They call us the snow dummies. Yeah. We out here. We're basically soldiers for Yahushua. We're soldiers, and we know what we signed up for. But guess what? Many are called, few are chosen. The Lord, you didn't choose the Lord, or we didn't choose the Lord, but the Lord chose us to do His righteous will.
Right. Real quick. So I'm gonna find this for real quick. Matthew chapter 4. Let me see. Chapter 4, verse I started 18. It says, and Yahushua walked by the sea of Galilee. Galilee saw two brethren, Simon called Peter, and another his brother, casting a net into, and another Andrew, his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishers. Verse 19, and he said unto them, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men.
That's symbolic. That's speaking about us, because we're out here fishing. It's still everything has a season. Everything has a due date, due time. We're out here fishing. We're out here fishing the elect and the hopeful helpers and the hopeful believers out there to come out of your wicked ass ways and not be beguiled by the serpent, the devil himself to chip you.
You also fish in the cold too, in Alaska. You fish in the cold. Ice water fishing, cold fishing.
Ice fishing, yeah.
Cold water fish, salmon, the cold water fishing. You also can fish in the cold.
Okay.
That's fishing the cold. You also can fish.
That's what we're doing right now. So we're the mailmen, we're the messengers. We're the messengers of the Lord. Going back to Luke 1:70. We're the mouthpiece of the Lord. The Lord's not gonna come down here to plead with you. First and foremost, we were talking in the car. It's too powerful. Going to the comics. The Christ-like figures, superheroes. But the Lord Himself is too powerful to come down here. That's why He sent Yahushua. And then Yahushua had his his 12, he had his partners, and then he had they had they bear fruit from themselves, and so forth.
Remember when going back to the time of Moses, the Most High, Yahweh is so powerful. He told Moses, "You can't even look at my front parts, or you would die." He told Moses, he said, "You can only look at my back parts, because if you look at my front parts, you would die." The glory is so great. The power is so powerful, so mighty.
And to back that up, Moses had to go backwards with a veil over his head, and when he came back down from the mountain, his face shone from the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scripture. The Lord gave him so much knowledge, wisdom, and knowledge that his face shone. That's a beautiful thing. And when you look at the apostles and the elders on down, guess what? Their face shone from the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
I make another point real quick. Going back and making fishes of men. When you fish, it's a calm thing. It's not a violent thing. It's a calm and patience. For us to speak about long suffering. All right. So that's why you don't see us out here doing all types of, antics, trying to fight people or anything like that, man. Because we're fishing right now. You do all that, the fish gonna run away. Okay. So right now we fishing, man, peacefully. Okay. But the Lord also said, "What He upon me."
Yep. And just to back up what the other brought up is that we're not here to entertain you. We're here to entertain the elect, because they're going to pipe it onto the beautiful gospel of the scriptures. Right? Point blank period. We're not here to entertain you. Going on YouTube looking at the Israelite fights and this, that, and forth, fighting the people. No, that's done. That's over with. We out here to edify, rebuke, and reprove. That's it. And like the just watch the video of the apostle McCall. We just out here using the fundamentals. We just throwing them jab, and then out of nowhere, an elder will bring out a nice right hook on you. Boom.
Right. Back to Jeremiah 16, verse 16. "Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And afterward I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them."
And those hunters, Lord willing, we're going to be those hunters. And hunting is not like it's not a, how you can say this. Hunting is not a light thing, because when hunting season goes down, that's spiritual power time. That's when we're gonna be powered up to unimaginable scale. The Lord's gonna turn up his hunters. He's gonna turn up his elect. He's gonna turn them up to the point that we're gonna be doing things that you've seen in movies. The elect are gonna be sealed, and that's when the shit's gonna hit the fan. Once the elect is sealed, that's when the shit's gonna hit the fan, and that's what you people ain't ready for. We're ready because we got the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and that's our treasure. And we're hoping, we're prisoners of hope, praying that we're part of the elect, part of that number that the Lord required going into the apocalypse.
Revelation chapter 7, verse 1. It reads, "And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads." That's how it shot, speaking to the 4 archangels, man. All right, and he said, "Hurt not the earth or the trees," right? Yeah. Till what? Till it says, "Hurt not the earth, neither the trees, neither the sea, nor the trees, right, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads." And the seal in the foreheads is going into Ezekiel's, all right, the fifth
9 and 4.
9 and 4, the water, all right, where it speaks about the mark, where in the Hebrew it's tawah, and when we break that down, it's exemption. Okay, so the mark is really the wisdom, knowledge, understanding in our foreheads, man. Not an actual mark, but the wisdom, knowledge, understanding. The ability to grasp the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the Bible, man. Okay, and obey them to the best of our ability. Okay, so until we're all sealed, all right, Lord reported that number, okay, or until the elect is sealed. After the elect is sealed, that's when this destruction is going to fall upon this place, man. All right, and you see it happening now. You see flames coming down now, man. You see the hurricanes and disasters coming down. That's all by way of the Lord. The Lord did all that, man. Okay, because wow, we almost out of here. The elect is almost sealed. Truth is out. The word is out, man. Throughout the four corners of the world. Okay, you got men coming in of all different backgrounds, man. You guys Israelites that live in Australia, all right. You got Israelites that live in Germany. You got Israelites that live in Africa, coming out pushing this word, all right. Why? Because the elect is being sealed. That's why, man. Okay, and when that happens, that's when destruction is gonna fall upon this place, and the ultimate destruction is gonna be those thermonuclear missiles. All right, that's how the earth is gonna get hurt, how the water is gonna get hurt. Okay, by way of thermonuclear missiles.
It's back to Revelations, chapter 7. It says, to our foreheads, and I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
Right, 144,000, man. And that's the government body. All right, that's the head. Okay, in the kingdom, when the Lord set up the order, all right, you're gonna have the government body, okay, and that's gonna be the head. The head is gonna be 144,000. All right, you could be out in the highways and the byways. You could be a part of the 144,000. Okay, but the Lord will, at least if you're part of the 1/3, that's what really matters, man.
Right.
You being saved. Right?
Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. And the Lord said unto them, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the forehead of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Jerusalem is a people before a place. It's not Jerusalem is in Israel, but the majority of the Israelites dwell here in Babylon or Egypt or Rome. All the captivities rolled up in one. You know, the word. Can you read it one more time, Slocky?
Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. And look, the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem.
Yeah. Jerusalem was a people before saints. And the brother just said, man. All right? Jerusalem, who's Jerusalem? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. All right? So guess what? Where do we live? We live in the slums. All right? We live amongst different nations. Go in the midst of them. All right? That's why the prophets are out there in the highways and byways.
Throughout the four corners.
Throughout the four corners. Online. All right? So about throughout the four corners of Jerusalem, right? Wherever the nation of Israel is dwelling. In other words, right?
Set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry.
Yeah, and the mark is the like the brother brought out, is tawah. You know, mark of exemption or mark of exemption to not be judged by Yahweh Yahushua or you know, when the chariots come back, they're going to be eviscerating people with laser beams. The angels are gonna. They have that spiritual eye not to touch whoever has the Torah. But if you don't have the Torah, guess what? You're gonna be judged, and that's death.
Basically, it's like you don't have faith, man. You don't have fear of the Lord, because really, the it's not your standards. It's one thing to have it, but to really obey it. So you obey out of fear. All right. The scripture says if you fear the Lord, the angels will camp around you.
Right.
All right. So if you don't have the fear, which that's the mark. If you don't have that fear, if you don't believe, if you have that faith, you're gonna be judged, man. You can't fake. You can fake. You can have stuff for a little bit. All right. But that weak spirit is gonna start seeping out of you, man. And when them angels come, they gonna see right through you.
Right. It says, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Yeah, just like in the time of Lot, he was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. We're vexed with the filthy actions of your people. You know, the men on the highways by sigh and cry week in and week out, every day actually, about what the hell's going on that Esau's doing, or what Ishmael's doing, or what Moab is doing. And then on top of that, you got your own people doing wicked shit. We're out here sighing and crying on the four corners of earth, crying unto the Lord, trying to hasten the day of the Lord, because we're trying to get the hell up out of here. We're trying to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling, and then on top of that, we're trying to wake up the elect. This is the task. This is the task that is at hand. This ain't an easy road. While you guys are on the broad way, we are on the straight way of difficulty. You guys are nothing in the following.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, that's it, right? That's no more.
Yeah, it's more. Yeah, and like we just seen, might have been Northern Kingdom carrying Nimrod on his back. We signed it for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. We ain't supposed to be celebrating no damn Christmas. God doesn't give a damn about Christmas. Christmas is nowhere in the Bible to celebrate. Honestly, Christmas is an abomination according to the Lord. And Christmas isn't the birth of Christ. The meaning of the word Christmas, Christ Mass. Mass means death. Y'all say December 25th is the birth of Christ, but Christ's Mass is Christ's death. Jesus wasn't born on December 25th. He was born in spring. So y'all not celebrating the true birth of Christ as y'all call it. And y'all not supposed to be celebrating Christmas anyway, because that is the way of the heathens. It's a pagan ritual. It says, and the others said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite, and let not. It says, and go. And to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite.
So when it comes to it, when the shit hits the fan, the Lord's going to have a standard going. The elect are going to be out here smiting you people, the heathens and the 2/3. And can you finish up on that?
Yeah, it's really going into the angels. The angels are going to be doing a smite. But we are too, you know. But this is the angels. It says, and to the others, he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite, and let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women, but come not any man upon whom is the mark.
So if you got the law, if you got the mark of exemption, you're not going to be touched by the angels. You're not going to be touched by the elect. But if you don't have the Thawah, guess what? You're going to be utterly destroyed. Destroyed by laser beams. You're going to be destroyed by ministering spirits of vengeance. Can't remember how the scripture goes, but basically, if you put, there's not going to be no escape. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember it verbatim, but basically, when you go around the corner, if you escape that, you go around the next corner, you're going to get got there. If it's the will of the Heavenly Father, it don't matter what you do, you're not going to be able to escape. Because at the end of the day, how you gonna escape the ICBM missiles? Because there's only one way. There's only one way up out of here, and that's through the chariots. You're gonna have to be beamed up. You're gonna have to be beamed up by the Lord's chariots.
It says, slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, both women and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary.
So the judgment's gonna come in the house of Israel first. The Lord's not a respecter of persons. So you talk about killing women, children, old women. Doesn't matter. If you're a wicked Israelite, you're gonna get put to death. Point blank. Period. There's no way around that. That's not. I'm not using the scriptures for my benefit. This is the Lord's, and Yahushua comes in the volume of the book, and yeah. So if you can't handle that, you need to go somewhere else with that. So
and the scriptures come at my sanctuary first. You know, so it's going to start with the ones that claim they know they Israel, Old Testament Israelites, Messianic Israelites, or Messiah following Israelites. You know, you got so-called Christian Israelites. You know, it says begin at my sanctuary first. And like the brother brought out earlier in that first live stream, Israel is going to be the first ones to get jacked up. The Lord is coming to jack his people up. And then the worst of the world. All right?
So, I mean, if you don't want to get right now, once the doors of grace close, and I'm talking about you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you're going to be destroyed by either the elect, you're going to be destroyed by the angels, or you're going to be destroyed by a ministering spirit of vengeance of dogs to tear, famine, pestilence. Something's going to get you. There's a like final destination.
Amos chapter 5, verse 19.
Hood.
Verse 19. From a lion and a bear met him, and he went into his house and leaned his hand upon the wall and the circle uncircled.
Yeah, 18. Start from 18, my lord.
Amos chapter 5, verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
Yeah, Ariaba.
Yeah. Woe to you that desire the day of the Lord.
Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. And what end is for you?
Yeah, so
The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
the day of the Lord is darkness, not light. It's not going to be a pretty thing out here. It's going to be dark out here. Some places ain't going to have no electricity. If you ever seen a third world country, all places ain't gonna be no electricity out here. Once the sun goes down, it's gonna be total darkness out here. And on top of that, it's gonna be fires, it's gonna be uproar of people. You're gonna see gangs out here. It's gonna be it ain't gonna be a safe place unless you got the angels that protect you.
Hey, that's why I said, woe to you that desire the day of the Lord.
Right.
Because these different churches, all right, you got different Israelites. You got Israelites getting lined up, man. Getting lined ups. Right? Calling the Lord by his name. Yep. Yeah, man. That goes back to what brother said earlier through the spirit, through the scriptures. The judgment is going to start in the sanctuary, man. All right? And then after that, you got these different so-called churches, these really modern-day groves.
Right.
People go and worship Caesar Borgias. All right? They go to these temples and they worship Allah, Buddha, whatever the hell they into, man. Right? And then they call on the Lord to return. Then they call on the Lord to return and save them and deliver them. And they talk about the rapture, like they make it. And every time you might do sin, and they quick to bring out a scripture, that's it. All right, man. You know, you better go another listen, brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With that, we'll still praise goes to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double on the apostle of the millstone. Citation, I put this word. Shalom.
Shalom.